Hi, Linda Bowen here from StampingWithLinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. Today is number 33 in What's Up with Stampin' Up! As I showcase new and different products, although these products that I'm going to share today I have shared before, but I just wanted to share this beautiful tag punch. This is done with the Simply Flower die, and of course the tag scallop punch. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of Whisper White cardstock. All the dimensions are going to be on my blog, so you want to make sure you check that out. So I have punched my tag. I have already ran through the Big Shot, the die, the flower die, the Simply Flower die, and I used two different colors of the coordination cardstock. So I've already cut that out. And what I have found with the coordination cardstock is that it gives me texture to my cardstock and makes it easier for me to curl. I have in the past started from the center. This time I'm going to start from the edge. I'm going to be using both pieces of cardstock. Again, because this has a core to it, you could sand the edges. I am not going to, but the core makes it easier to twist around. I'm going to kind of offset my petals a little bit. I'm going to go in with a glue dot, and I'm going to glue the two pieces together, again kind of scattering them, and then one on the top like so. Then I'm going to bring in a pair of tweezers, and I am going to just wrap this around onto that glue dot and just make it nice and tight and roll that spiral flower. Now, the tighter that you make it, the closer your flower will be. The looser, the more open your flower will be. So it all depends on what you want to achieve. Once you get it started to roll, rolls pretty easy. So you can see with the two-tone, I'm getting two different shades of petals. And most of our flowers are just that, two different shades. So I'm going to pull those tweezers out, and then I'm going to open my flower like so, and I'm just going to take the palm of my hand and kind of squish it, just kind of roll it around, and what that does is kind of bend those petals. So I've got flower looking like so. Now again, I can go back in and twist that tighter if I want to, or I can leave it the way it is. I'm going to bring in my Tombow glue. I had been using my glue gun when I did these flowers, but I found that when I taught it in a class, it just made it harder for everybody to use that glue gun. And of course, on video, it's giving me a little fit here. There it goes. Again, I find when I use the coordination cardstock, because of that core, it just makes the cardstock wrap around easier. And I've got, of course, twist it up. There we go. So like so. I'm going to go in with my Tombow glue, and I'm going to add a glob of glue. I'm going to pull it around here and push it down. Kind of let it spin out some so that you have those petals. Next, what I used, where I'm holding that to let it dry, doesn't take very long. I have used my little leaves. This is a Sizzix die. Again, have already run that through the Big Shot. Now, once that glue has somewhat dried, you want to just bend your petals down. I'm going to go in with my tag. I'm using the Perfectly Penned stamp set and the Get Well. Gonna stamp that in the Cherry Cobbler because one of the coordination cardstocks I used was the Cherry Cobbler. The other one is the Real Red. All the dimensions and the code numbers are on my blog. I think that flower has somewhat dried. Gonna go in and grab a dimensional. Take my little leaf like so. That right there. I could then add a bling in the inside if I wanted to, or just leave it plain. I have also taken my 1/8" silver ribbon. This tag just makes a beautiful tag to be used on a bag, or you could also just put it on the front of a card if you wish. I'm going to fold that around. Got my loop and my 2 ends. See that I made it a little shorter than I needed to, but you'll get the idea. I think I would do that size if I was doing it on a card. Definitely doing it bigger like so if I was doing it on the bag. So there you have it, a quick What's Up with Stampin' Up! Thanks for joining me. Talk to you real soon.